guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something we haven't done in a while. We are having a solo range day. Now normally I'm here with my wonderful husband Mac, but unfortunately he had to work this morning, so it's just me. I'm hoping it won't be too windy today because that always messes with my audio. But instead of having him here to film me, I have my trusty little tripod, and added twist, I have had tendonitis in my right elbow area, tennis elbow, from throwing a chuck-it for our dogs over and over. But anyway, I've had this problem now for at least 6 months, and it's slowly getting better. But I noticed the last time we went shooting that I could only shoot a few rounds with my right hand. So today we're just gonna do left hand only drills. So I think that'll be a fun little twist. I'm gonna use just my left hand, and I'm not expecting this to go super well because it's been a while since, oh my gosh, a bug just flew in my ear, since I've shot lefty only, but we're gonna give it a go. I was not expecting the bugs to be bugging this hard today, but it is it's supposed to be 78 degrees today, which is a nice change, so the bugs are all coming out. All right, let's see. I'm gonna be doing left hand only, so I don't wanna be doing anything with reloads, so let's see which drills I can do today. So as some of you know, a lot of you have actually downloaded this, I created a range drills workbook, PDF. You can download it on your iPad or phone, or you can print it out, and it just gives you a plan for when you're at the range. It has 17 different drills in it, lots of helpful information, a range bag checklist, printable targets, goal trackers, and this is just really helpful to know exactly what you need to bring to the range and what you're gonna work on that day. You can also print it out. I have it printed out here. You can put it in a binder if you want, but sometimes just having it on your phone or iPad is easier because that way you won't forget it. It's just always with you. So I'm just gonna look through this and pick some drills that are gonna be left hand only friendly, since that's what we're working on today. Okay, I've picked out my drills. We're gonna do the 3-2-1 drill. That's one of my favorites. The hammer drill. I'll see if I get through all 4 of these. The ring around the range and the 1-hole drill. I just took the papers out so I can turn my iPad off. And like I said, the workbook tells you, each page tells you exactly what you need, how many rounds you need, the difficulty and the distance and all that. So let's see how well we can do with just our left hand. Or if you're a lefty and you want to try this, use only your right hand. So for this first one, I need 2 5-round magazines. So I'm gonna get my 2 magazines, and today I'm gonna be shooting my Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Sorry, I feel like there's always bugs on me here. That has been the gun I've been carrying for, I think, over a year now, since we went out to Tennessee with Smith & Wesson and tried them out. My husband and I really liked the Bodyguard 2.0. I've been carrying it pretty much ever since, and I'm actually now carrying the 2.0 carry comp. So here's the drill we're starting with. This is the Bodyguard 2.0 carry comp by Smith & Wesson that I've been carrying for over a year now. I absolutely love it. Carry it every single day. Huge improvement on the original Bodyguard. It just fits my hands so perfectly. I have small hands, and this just feels like it was actually made for my hands, so I love it. That's what we're going to be shooting today because this is what we carry, and we want to train with what we carry, right? Now, as far as gear is concerned, I just want to show you guys what I have with me today. So, for a holster, I'm not going to use this all this much here because I'm going to be shooting lefty only, so I'm not going to be drawing out of this with my left hand. I'm just going to be putting the gun in my left hand just because this is a range situation. There's no need to rush, but this is a sticky holster that you guys know I absolutely love. Such an easy way to carry. You just put your gun in it, put it in your waistband, and it sticks to your clothing and it conceals very well. So that's the holster I have with me, as well as my Stav sling pack that I designed with chameleon bags. This is my favorite way to carry right now, so I've got that with me too. For my extra magazine, I have my Neomag clip here. Let me just take it out so I can show you. So this thing right here is a Neomag. It has a clip on it and a very strong magnet that holds your magazine in place. Just sticks in your pocket. It sticks to the magazine, and then you put it right in your pocket, and your magazine stays oriented the way you want it to. It's not going to get lost or turned around, and you can pull it right out and the Neomag stays in. And then in that same pocket I also have my Palm pepper spray. You guys know these are my favorites, and I've got the black one with me today. Oh, and I have my Buck Budgie pocket knife. This is my favorite little pocket knife. I love it. It's so cute. It's almost like a sea glass look, which, if you guys know me, I love the beach. And I know that's like a little detail, but I just love it. Okay, as far as eye and ear protection goes, since Christmas, when I was introduced to Magna Lens, I've been loving this brand. They have so many awesome range accessories for eyes and ears, and they actually have their own ears. So you can buy these adapters for your own ear protection that you have and just stick them on your own ear protection, but they also have their own earmuffs as well that come with the magnetic adapters, and I'm going to show you how these work, because these solve a problem that has stopped me from wearing muffs at the range, because sometimes when you wear muffs and your range glasses underneath, you get that headache and it presses the side of your glasses into your face, and it just gets really uncomfortable if you're in a class and you're there for like a few hours. So how this works is you put the muffs on, very comfortable, and then I'm going to show you the different colors I have. But they have these glasses with magnets. Instead of having a whole piece here that would go over your ear, they have these magnets on the ends, and you stick them to the magnets here. I have to adjust these ones, but these are like the sunglass ones. They also sent me a pair of just the clear, which are always a classic. And these might be my favorite just because they're different, but the purple, do you love these? I think these are so fun. Which ones should I do? I think we're gonna do the purple today. Yeah, let's do the purple. So let's put up a new target because this one's kind of been shot up a little bit. Guys, this is why I need my cameraman. I just did a whole explanation, fired my first shot, and then realized my camera wasn't even recording. So let me start this over. We're gonna be doing a one-hole drill. So I'm gonna pick a spot on this target, anywhere is fine, and then I'm gonna fire one shot, and then I'm gonna try to get the next 4 shots through that same hole, which means we need to focus on trigger control and practice pressing that trigger to the rear real slow. If you keep your sights on the target and you don't flinch, your bullets are gonna go through that same hole, and we'll see how I do. I'm gonna be doing lefty only. Let me show you, because I already fired my first shot thinking I was recording. So my first shot is right here. So now I'm gonna stand a few feet away and see if I can get the rest of my bullets through that same hole with just my left hand. This is why I need my cameraman. Okay. I think I'm too close. Okay, here we go. So I already fired my first shot. There's a bug on my hand right now. Oh. Okay, that was a little off. I'm gonna aim at that original first hole. All right. Here's how I did. I just want to note that there was a bug crawling up my leg that whole time, so I'm kind of proud of myself for doing this well. At least they're all touching. This was my first hole, and these were the rest. So we're just gonna mark this, and I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again, and let's see if I can get that group just a little bit tighter. And something that I found helps when I'm shooting lefty is to cant my hand a little bit sideways. You'll see I'm not holding it straight up. That angle just feels off when I'm shooting one-handed. So I tilt my hand a little bit inward. So now I'm gonna pick a different spot and make sure I'm recording, and we're gonna try that one hole drill again. Okay, I have my first hole. Focus. Guys, these bugs are crawling all over me. Sorry if that's distracting, but I'm not a bug person. Okay. Here is my second group. Right there. I'm gonna mark it. Let's see if I can do this lefty. Oh boy, okay. Alright, so pretty similar, and I'm okay with that for not having shot lefty in a while. That's pretty okay. Let's move on to our next drill. Okay, so next we're gonna do ring around the range, and this requires a target that I created that I'm gonna put up, and we'll do this one next. Now this drill requires 2 10-round magazines. So I'm gonna fill up my mags, and one reason I like these drills is because they don't require a ton of ammo, and if you want to do more, you can do more, but if you just wanna go to the range and use like 1 box of ammo, you can pick a few drills. It tells you exactly how many rounds you need, and you can go with like 50 rounds and get a lot of training in, which is nice because ammo's expensive and you might not have a ton of time on your hands. Work smarter, not harder, am I right? If you guys don't know what this is, it helps you load your magazines. You just put it over your magazine, press it in and down, and it'll help you get those last few rounds in that are sometimes a little harder to get in. It's called a mag lula. I'll link those below. They have been, I've had one in my range bag since I started shooting, and I can't tell you the number of times it's come in handy. Sometimes if Mac's with me, I'll just hand him my magazine and be like, can you get this last round in? And he does, because he's the best. But if I'm alone, I don't want to break my nail, you know what I mean? So it's very helpful for that. It's so nice being out here. It's quiet, minus the bugs. It's like very peaceful and quiet, and just a nice little day. All right, so I've got my 2 magazines. I'll put one in my pocket with my Neo mag, and we'll put the other one in the gun. Okay, for distance on my worksheet, it says 3 to 5 yards. You can choose whatever distance you want, and as you get better, you can increase your distance. Okay, so for this drill, let me just show you. I'm gonna fire 1 round here, 2, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, going clockwise around the circle, and see if I can keep them all in these circles. And you can do this at your own pace, speed up as you get better. Transfer to my left. Ah! Here we go. All right, let me show you how I did. I feel like I got in my head there at the end. I was like, oh, I can do this, and then I missed one. So I got this 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That was my last shot. Now, I'm not gonna use a whole other target. I'm gonna take my wonderful little Sharpie and mark all my shots so that I can see where my next ones are. So here's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sad face. Sad face. All right, let's do it again. Okay, my gun's all loaded up. Let's do it again. Transfer to my left. Oh my gosh, a bee. Woo! I'm okay. All right. we're gonna continue. I feel like I rushed those last few shots, but I'm not totally unhappy with it. All right, we've got, where's my marker? We got one here, that's in. 1, 2, in. 1, 2, this one's out. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I missed 2. If you guys give that a shot, post it on Instagram and tag me. I'd love to see it. You know how when people have like arachnophobia, they will put them in like a tank of spiders? I feel like that's what's happening to me right now. What's it called? Like immersion therapy or something? I don't know if it's working. All right, this next drill is one of my favorites. It's the 3-2-1 drill, and Mac used to do this all the time in his classes, and it became one of my favorite drills. So we're gonna put up a new silhouette target. An entire silhouette is what we need. It says it here, silhouette style target, and we're gonna try this one out. It's a very curious bee here that I'm not super fond of, but we're gonna keep going. Guys, I really don't get it. People say if you don't bother bees, they don't bother you. I don't believe that. That thing was chasing me around my car. So for this drill, I need 6 rounds per magazine. I'm gonna be firing 3 shots to the chest, 2 to the hips, and then 1 to the head. So you have to transition your eyes from the middle to the bottom and then all the way to the top for that last headshot. I gotta go back over there with the bees over there. That's why I'm reloading right here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope it's as fun for you as it is for me. Here. I just don't want it to land on me while I'm shooting because I will panic. Why? All right, let's focus. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Three to the chest, 2 to the hips, 1 almost perfect headshot. One more time. Let's go a little further back. We're gonna challenge ourselves, right? Let's go here. Maybe I got a little too arrogant there. I would like to try that again. That's a fun drill. So we got 1, 2, 3 in, 1. This was like, how did we do that? And then 1 headshot. So 1 miss. Let's do it again. That was fun. If you guys have taken our Practical Handgun Academy online course, this range might look familiar. This is where Mac and I spent a ton of time shooting and teaching for that course. We have 2 online courses, so if you're interested in getting better in your defensive shooting, definitely check out Practical Handgun Academy, and then Armed and Confident Academy is for more of the concealed carry lifestyle portion of firearms ownership. I'm gonna do it again and then we'll go look at my target. So it should be 6, 4, 2. That was a miss. This broke the line, but I don't know. We can count that as a miss. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Those were all in. And then I did miss a headshot. So I got 1 in, 1 just above. Okay, we got 1 more drill I want to show you guys. Now in my workbook, I do tell you what these drills are. I have basic drills, I have accuracy drills, and then I have defensive drills. So some of these are defensive, some of these are accuracy, but it's just a great way to practice at the range. Forgot my poor little magazine. Okay, so now we're gonna do a hammer drill. This is normally done out of a holster. So you draw, fire 2 shots, holster. Draw, fire 2 shots, holster in a hammer drill style. I'm not gonna be drawing out of a holster because I'm shooting lefty, so I am gonna simulate having dropped my gun, and I'm gonna be picking it up off the ground before each of my 2 shots. So hopefully you'll be able to see that, and I'm gonna try to get 2 shots in the chest each time for a total of 10 rounds. Oh no, I was shot in my right hand, and now I have to use my left, and my gun fell. Okay, let's go look at my target. I honestly didn't even see what was happening just now. I think I got most of them in. So this one broke the line. I'm gonna count that as a hit, okay? If it breaks the line, it's a hit. This one's out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was pretty good. The bodyguard honestly is just such a joy to shoot. It's fun to shoot. It doesn't hurt my hand. I can shoot dozens of rounds lefty and it's not a problem. Hold on, let me take these off so I'm not screaming at you. It's just such a fun gun. If you're looking for a good concealed carry gun, try out the Bodyguard 2.0. Not to be confused with the Bodyguard, the original one. The 2.0 is totally different and I absolutely love it. But now I'm gonna pack up my stuff, get away from this bee, and go have lunch with my husband. So I hope you guys enjoyed this range day with me. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see me do at the range, because the weather's getting nicer out. I feel like in the winter I definitely hibernate and don't like to go shooting as much because I don't like to be cold. Whether that's like an indoor range or an outdoor range, they're always cold. So now that it's getting nicer out, let me know what you want to see me do. Check out my range drills workbook down below. It's like $1 per drill. I think it's like $17 on my website. You can download it and have it for life. Print out as many copies of the targets as you want and just have a good time training at the range. Okay, I just for funsies fired a bunch of shots at the head with both hands just to see if my arm was doing better. I missed a couple, but my arm hurt a little bit, but it's definitely not as bad as last time, so I think we're on the mend. So maybe next time I come to the range I can shoot with both hands. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps my channel when you guys engage with my content and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye!